Grog Bowl, everybody. I am Jason.
Oh, I'm Kyle. I guess we're missing somebody today.
yeah. Yeah, what the hell, Nick?
Scumbag.
I can record all day.
Yeah. Yep.
Gonna give him so much shit about that.
Yep. Just keep making plans, Nick. Just go ahead and plan your next week too.
Yeah. I think he's actually gonna be here in Texas.
Next
He's gonna
week?
be in San Angelo.
How far?
Yeah, I think so.
How far is that away from you?
Uh, well, Abilene's 2.5 hours from here, and San Angelo's 100 miles past Abilene.
Oh, so probably about like another.
Probably another hour and a half.
Yeah.
It's a good chunk.
What's a town in? What's a
Yeah,
town
so
between you and Abilene, or what's in between Abilene and where you met Connor last week?
Haskell.
Yeah. What's a town in between Abilene and Haskell?
I don't know. There's a whole bunch of like little towns.
Well,
I'd have
Nick
to look it up.
Nick in his text message to us did say that you are the best friends a guy could ask for. I don't know.
Yeah,
If I was a
yeah.
best friend, I'd be driving halfway to see my best friend that I only see
No,
over
I
video.
we talked about because I think he's driving down from Colorado, so I
Probably.
think on his way through he's gonna swing by here for a day or something. I don't know. I was like, well, I got a bed for you. Come
Oh,
on.
speaking of coming down, next year, me and my buddy Ackerman are talking about going to the Texas race.
Oh, Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, because he was asking how
Which one? The
the
the April or the
yeah,
November?
well, April or I don't know yet. We haven't figured it out. Probably it would be nice to go in November, I guess, because it's probably a little warmer.
November's well, April it's gonna be in the 90s probably
Yeah, well,
here.
but it's cold here. April's kind of nice here. So,
Um,
but
but the November race is also I don't know what they call it anymore. Uh, the one of the final 12 races
yeah,
for
yep,
the cup.
yep. The chase.
What's it called? Oh yeah, the chase. That's it.
Um,
So if you came then, it it'd be it'd be a good time. Um, Texas Motor Speedway is about I don't know, hour and 45 from here.
yeah, it's right north of Fort Worth, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, but because you kind of get into the upper side of Fort Worth, and then you kind of take a different route. You kind of go south southeast a little ways, but it's on the way. It's like in
Oh,
between like Rome, Texas, and Dallas.
I was just thinking we should have had Tara on.
Yeah, we should have had Tara on.
Damn it.
I
Damn
don't know if
it.
she has like something with a send her a text, see what she's doing.
I'll
I don't know if
s-
she has a something with that she could get Discord on.
she could do it on her phone.
Oh yeah. Then you would just have to send her a link.
I would just send her an invite to the thing.
Yeah, send her an invite. See what she's doing. Whoops. I don't mind.
Me neither. I'm calling her. It's a lot quicker.
Yeah, you could call her, put her on blast. Our viewers want to know.
Hello.
Hello, Tara.
Hey, what
How
are
are,
you doing?
what are you doing?
I'm reading.
Oh, you're
Just sitting
reading.
here.
So you're
Reading.
not doing much of nothing.
No, not
Oh, that's
really.
perfect. Because the viewers of the Grog Bowl podcast would love to have you on right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Send her a
Seriously, I'm just
Discord.
sitting here reading a book.
Do you have your
Reading a book.
Do you have internet access?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm gonna send you a link to our Discord. You might have to download the app. I don't know, but
Okay.
I'll send you a link to our thing. and
we'll just wait for you.
we'll just wait for you. We'll sit here and wait
Shoot the
because
shit.
we're short a man because Nick's a loser and he didn't want to be on the podcast with us this week.
Yeah. So we're
So I'll
just
send you an
filling up
invite right now,
time.
okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
I think she was sleeping.
Yeah, she probably
She
was.
sounded like she was taking a nap.
Well, I mean, she is reading. I bought a book for work because you know it has to deal with like leadership during a crisis. And it was on a recommended reading list. And I'm sitting there reading this thing, and I keep going like this. I'm like, just that head bob because it's interesting, but it's also like, this is boring. All in the same shot. It's gonna be funny when it pops up there.
It is sent. So
Yeah.
she should be. I should go
Does
on.
this thing have? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It only has the golf clap. It don't have anything spectacular like a huge crowd going wild or whatever. That's one that you need to put on there, I guess. Crowd goes wild.
I could probably do it while we're waiting.
Yeah. Well, we could talk about this other thing waiting for Tara.
What's that?
We were with Connor today, and we sat by the bathroom in Buffalo Wild Wings because that's where we went for lunch today. And we were talking, I don't know how it came up or why. Excuse me. But we were talking about men's room etiquette. So I was trying to explain to his girlfriend, Hannah, that there are, I would say, unwritten rules about going into a men's room that you don't break.
Mm-mm.
Like the first one here is the most important one. Always leave a buffer. If possible, leave a urinal or stall between yourself and the other bathroom occupants. They actually have a full YouTube video on this exact process. I showed it in college one time for a class.
It's actually it's sad that there needs to be a video on it.
My instructor's like, you're a fucking idiot, dude. He's like, I can't believe you showed this. I'm like, I only showed it because we were talking about unwritten rules. The second one, I don't know about this one. It says no phone calls, period. I wouldn't be on the phone taking a piss anyway, but
no. But just to steer back to the first one, I feel like there are exceptions to the first rule. Like if you're in a stadium, right, and you're watching a baseball game or something, and it's just packed, you don't have much time to do your business. I feel like there are some exceptions.
There are exceptions. I agree with that, and I think that's one of the biggest things is like you have to have that. And in most cases, many of those stadiums have like troughs and shit. So
yeah. But it's
so
real. Go ahead.
So no, I was going to say, but in those particular cases, there's rule number 3, which is no eye contact with other occupants and eyes forward at all times.
Nah, you got to peek over. That's a nice watch you got there.
No, I don't want to be like, damn, dude. And then I'm thinking like, oh, yeah, that's what I'm working with.
Yeah, no, there's
pissed off, brother.
No, that's great. That would be yeah, so my one buddy, every time we go out or something like that, he like we'll do the buffer rule. We'll go, like, we'll be in a restaurant or something and we'll go take a leak right before we leave, and every single time he walks into the bathroom, he'll be like, "Hey, that's a felony, right?" And I'll be like, "What's that?" And I completely forget. And he's like, a grown man holding a little boy's pecker.
Yeah. Well, have you ever, but like Walmart, a perfect example. Like you've had to piss when you are in Walmart. You go in there and there's like 3 stalls available. So you take the one on the end because there's nobody in there, and that motherfucker comes in and starts
Yep.
pissing right next to you.
Yeah, of all
It's like-
places.
Yeah, you're like, really, dude?
Yeah.
You couldn't scooch down one more stall?
Or you couldn't even walk in a handicap shitter and just piss in
Yeah.
there. Like that's one bathroom rule that I don't give two fucks about. Like the handicap shitter. If that's the only shitter available, I'm using it.
I prefer it.
Yeah.
And here's why I prefer it, because it's got the handles. So if you need to bear down, you just grab them railings and.
Yeah. No, I. You ever see those videos? There was a few that I've seen over the years, but like somebody that gets caught in the handicap shitter while there's a handicap person, like a legitimate handicap person outside waiting.
And that dude comes out and he's like,
Yeah. I wouldn't even care. I would never even try to go that level. No. Like you gotta go. You gotta go, and you gotta go.
Yeah, fucking right. You know, there's just because they have a fucking wheelchair doesn't mean they can't wait.
No, sure as shit. But I can't. I wish I could pull it up. We'd probably get a copyright thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello. You just gotta hit.
You
just
gotta turn the
hit
video on.
There she is.
Yeah.
There she is.
Oh, you got did you get a haircut?
Yeah,
Look at that.
I did because when I had are we live or?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're recording.
Oh. Whoa, shoot. Hold on, I don't know what just happened. Okay, there I am. Okay. I don't want to go into all that then. That's TMI for the public. Yeah. Hopefully it'll grow back though. When I had COVID, I had COVID hair loss.
I hate to say
Yeah.
it. There's a little hint of mother in there in the haircut.
She's gonna hang up and fucking
never come back on.
She's gonna
I'm kidding, Tara. It doesn't look
It's been
like
great talking to you guys.
mom's haircut at all.
Been great.
Hers got curls in it.
The facial expression was enough. That's all I needed. So how are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Not too bad.
Yeah, good.
Good.
So, as Kyle said, Nick said it was good to record today, and then he decided to say, "Hey, you know what? I think I'm making plans because I don't know when we're going to record." So he just kept making plans, and now he's off.
There was 3 separate occasions on where he was supposed to make a time slot, and then he just kept making plans.
Well, things happen. And look, here we are.
Yep.
So what we were talking about before you popped in was male bathroom etiquette.
So I don't know what the male bathroom etiquette is.
Just start over. Go back to rule 1.
Yeah. So rule number 1 is always leave a buffer, and if possible, go into a stall. Even if there's multiple stalls, you have to leave a buffer stall in between stalls.
I feel like that's kind of girl etiquette too. I feel like it's the same for girls. I don't like to be near people.
I don't mind.
Sorry.
If it's the only one that you have to use though, hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you gotta go.
And then number 2 is weird. It says no phone calls, period. But I was like, if you're on a phone call walking in the bathroom, who cares? But
I think that's just weird.
yeah, you're just
I guess if it's in your house, it's kind of different, and stuff. And now, the AirPods, I have my AirPods in, and I can noise cancel them. So I don't know if I have them on that, but you can cancel it out, so you only hear me, and you don't hear Athena's toenails walking around on the floor.
Yeah. You'll hear the person in the stall next to you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just still think that's just weird.
Yeah. But people do it in the airport all the time. They have their earbud in or whatever, and they're just like yak 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 yak. It's like,
because they're so important. That phone call couldn't wait 30 seconds.
Yeah. I gotta pee. Hold on. Let me call you back. Number 3 is no eye contact, and I forward all the time. Kyle said he's meat gazing. He's
Yeah.
looking over at the.
You got to tell them what a nice watch they have, or that's a beautiful wedding ring. Or you just lean over and you're like, so how long you been married?
I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Oh shit. Number 4 is keep talking to a minimum. Under no circumstances do you talk to a man while he's pooping.
I would say I definitely agree. Like,
I
pooping.
see the validity in that. That's like special time, you know. It's
Yeah,
for
no.
you know.
Yeah, pooping. Yeah, I wouldn't want
Did
to.
you
I feel like guys do that for a long period of time. Like, you know, women we just kind of go in and get it done and leave, but guys like that's like I feel like their time to, you know.
You know what you sit down and you go, don't even realize you don't got toilet paper, and you're like, hello.
Just reaching over, tapping the underside of the other stall. Hey.
See, as a woman, I am trained when you go into a public restroom, you just look before you even go in there, is there toilet paper?
Oh,
You know what I mean? So you're not
Well,
you're
I'm
just not
envious.
going in there.
I'm envious too in some cases for the women's bathrooms because a lot of men's rooms are disgusting. So it's almost like you have to, before you go do your business, go outside the bathroom, right outside the door, fill a piece of paper towel up with hand sanitizer. And sanitize the seat before.
Yeah, that's smart anyway, though. That's just smart anyway.
Yeah, well, a lot of the places stopped putting those toilet napkins.
They're worthless. They're worthless anyway.
I know. You slide around. Yep. Next thing you know, you're falling off the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So number 5 says always flush and give a courtesy flush when needed, and make sure you flush all your troubles away. Don't leave stuff in there for the next person.
That is disgusting.
There is no.
You're just a bad person.
No, I'm telling you right now that there are so many men out there that have zero of that. I can't tell you how many times, even in an airport, I've walked into a shitter and there's somebody just left their whole load in there. Like, it's disgusting.
Is terrible.
Yeah, no,
that's the same thing as upper decking as somebody's tank.
Yeah.
Hold on, so this one AirPod's not. Sorry.
What book were you?
Your sweatshirt.
I'm just gonna put one on charge, and then like if this one dies, then this one will have some juice, and then I can just switch.
Your sweatshirt is very fitting because Nick wears grunt style stuff all the time as well.
This is the one that says "This is a tool." I am, and then on the back it says "I am the weapon."
Oh, that's a good one. There is. Speaking of sweatshirts,
I have one that says "I am a tool."
I have your.
You are.
I have your sweatshirts for FOP. They've been sitting under my desk for about 6 months now. So
I know.
Well, so I had planned on giving them to you at Thanksgiving, but
but I failed.
Like Nick today, failed to show up.
Well, you know, I had made promises for this Thanksgiving.
It's all right.
So.
It's all right. You were there with us in spirit.
I was. I am upset. I was still like sometimes think about the beef Wellington though. I'm not gonna lie.
So good.
Really wanted to try. Was it rare?
A perfect medium rare. Probably more on the rare side of.
Yeah, I like more rare.
Yeah. In the middle, yes.
Yeah, towards the end you get a little bit of medium rare.
We've told this story. I don't know if you've listened or not, but he handed over the knife to somebody to get the first piece. Just like that thing. And I looked at Kyle, I'm like, dude. So Kyle's sitting there cutting it up in the manageable slices because we didn't want it to go, you know, like everybody get like a 2-inch thick piece of freaking meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I handed the knife off, I figured the person that I handed it to would have been reasonable, but it wasn't. And he did. He took.
They were
He
like,
took.
"Give me,
Yep.
I like to eat feet."
I
What's
want my
that? Come on,
meat.
Jay.
I kind of want to
Yeah,
make.
wait.
I kind of want to make a
I was
small
with
one for myself.
what was that dude? Come on, from Austin Powers movies.
Oh yeah, Fat
Put it in
Bastard.
my belly. Yeah,
Get in my belly.
yeah.
But you're still coming this summer, right? South Padre. Woo woo.
We're trying. Me and Lauren are desperately trying to go. So we're not going to be able to go the whole week. But we're probably going to come down for like it'll be like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday type deal thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Just let me know because we could pick you up from the airport unless you want to rent a car or whatever.
Tara
This is like
said she was going to pick us up.
okay. This is like 45 minutes from Brownsville to the house. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Legendary. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. So, and then the last one is just wash your hands, of course.
Yes.
So.
It's funny you guys were talking about that because I went to Kroger's today and I had to go to the lady because I've been, I'm trying to lose weight unsuccessfully so far, and but I've been trying to drink like a gallon of water every day, and so I have to go to the bathroom all the time. So I went to the grocery store and I went to the restroom at Kroger, and they have the coolest stall. Like the thing about, I don't know if men's stalls are like this, but you can see inside the stalls. Like there's like the gaps this wide,
Oh
like,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
can
yeah,
just
yeah.
see like people in the stalls, and it's, you know, these stalls had like these things where like you couldn't see in the stalls. Like it was awesome. Like I was like, why do not more places have stalls like this?
I feel like I appreciate the gap in the stall. Like not that
See,
I'm not getting right up, but sometimes if you don't see feet,
Mhm.
it's nice to be able just to walk. Give it a side eye as you're walking by, like occupied.
Plus, when you're sitting in there, you can kind of keep an eye
well,
on
you
it.
did.
You're like,
Yeah, and you did
wash your
say you like
hands.
to gaze at the meat. So you did say
Yeah.
you were a checker outer of the meat. So I mean, I
he
guess
is a checker out.
We were in New York last year for Unadilla motocross racing. One of Lauren's best friends, her husband, one of my best friends.
I thought you were about to say that. We went to watch Sean.
No. Sean was there. He came with us. Tyler's girlfriend and Garrett came all up with us. It's a good time, but we stopped at this pizza restaurant on the way back. It's in just a small hole in the wall type deal place. Well, I thought it's a one bathroom only, like it's a both gender bathroom, and so I thought it was one of our party that was coming with us to the bathroom. And they knocked on the thing while I was in there doing my business, and I said, "Get a warrant and come back." It wasn't anybody from our party. So I walked out and they were standing there. I'm like, ah, shit. That was a dick move. I said, I apologize. I said, and she was laughing. She took it like a champ, but it was funny.
Nope. I would have walked out. You got the warrant? Hell with it. Own it.
You're gonna want to file a lawsuit after you go in there, lady.
She's like, hell no, no.
Should have got the warrant.
Yeah, no. And I think you both were in Italy, and I was trying to explain to Dan and Connor and Hannah what the bathroom stalls look like in some of those, where they just had the porcelain hole in the floor with the foot marks. So I had to pull up a picture on Amazon, and they're like, or on Google rather, and they're like, "There's no way in hell I could do that." I was like, "You'd be surprised what you can do even when you're drunk."
I don't. Still to this day, I don't appreciate bidets. I don't like them.
I love a bidet. I have a bidet on my toilet.
So Lawrence,
I want to get one.
Lauren's
That's
parents
great.
have like the one, like it's got a wand and it swings in and just goes, it just blasts you. But there's no way to orientate the temperature. You get cold water because that's what feeds the toilet.
It's cold water, yeah.
I don't like that. I don't want cold water shooting me in my sphincter.
I like it personally because I feel like
Takes down
there's something about the hygiene portion of it.
takes down the swelling after you drop your load.
No, it's just clean, and then like it's just clean. It feels like it cleans you instantly. Like it's just hygienic.
You're just sitting there sweating. That one felt like it split me in two. I need some ice cubes.
You're trying to find the button on the bidet. Press. Come on! It burns!
You know what prompted me to get it too? Because mine's not the spray type. Mine's like you push a button and it sprays out, but it's still connected to the toilet line, the water lines or whatever. But honestly, like I had contemplated it for a long time, but I was watching a Joe Coy comedy episode, and he was talking about like Filipinos and what they call it, a tonga or something like that. The women always have a cup in the bathroom with them to like rinse themselves off, like after they go pee and things like that. And that's what prompted me. I'm like, I really need to get these freaking things. And I got one on Amazon. It was like 20 some bucks, and it just connects to your toilet seat, and then you connect the water lines. It's amazing.
Lauren's parents is like it is luxury, except for the cold water part. It is a seat in and of itself, and it's got 3 temperatures that you can have a heated seat, so when you sit down you get a warm butt. And I just thought of something else.
It's post-apocalyptic.
But this wand, it's like hidden the entire time, and like it's off to the side and it's missing. And then you press this button and the wand just it's like a quick furtive movement. It just bink and it just shoots your ass with cold. But that's just it. I don't like that.
That Pennsylvania cold winter. Woo! Those pipes are cold.
I didn't like it in Italy. I still don't appreciate it. I'll just give myself an extra wipe. Oh, here's a question. Here's a question for you.
But the one I had in Italy didn't have that. It was just like a bathtub.
Yeah,
like
it was on this. It was a separate toilet.
Yeah, that's how most of them are in Europe.
Yeah, and I put plants in mine. Just turn it on to water your plants.
I did. Yeah, no, I never.
That's smart.
I didn't care for it.
God, it was so hot there. In the summertime, you'd be there. You'd need the bidet because it just sweat out. You'd just be like, oh, that was kind of lubricated.
Did you have air conditioning? I don't even remember.
No.
I know it's not very common in Europe.
We just had the shutters.
Yeah.
The shutters.
Those were freaking amazing, though. I feel like everybody should have those.
I follow this guy on TikTok. He's a British guy, and he always comes to America, and he does like these things, like he makes these videos, like things that are regular in America that aren't regular in England, and aircon was one of them. Like he's said, there's like you got to have some money to buy a house with air conditioning in it. I couldn't believe that.
It's the same in Hawaii. Just parts are hard to get over there, I guess, is what they were saying.
Yeah.
But it'd be awesome. I wish I could put up one of them, because we have that big one that roll up on all the windows. So you could just roll it down, and it'd be black in there like during the day. It'd be great if you were a third shifter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But my friend, he lived in a house where his window was recessed like into a good 6 inches, and his shutters just closed up outside, so he had to reach out and then close them, like old fancy wooden ones.
Yeah, that'd still be nice. Anything would be nice, like if you want to sleep in or just want to take a nap. Yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of like fancy houses that have them. You just push a button and they go. "Rah."
But
I
most
mean, I'd be
people,
happy with the rolled ones.
I think most people here probably just get those curtains that just it does the same damn thing. The
We
blackout curtains.
I
we
have some. I'd say it's close-ish, but it's not perfectly dark.
so me and Lauren
Not like those rolled down ones.
Lauren works third shift, so we bought black window vinyl, and we just took the vinyl and we put it on the windows and then cut it, so it's like perfect. But look, from the outside looking in, it just looks like you have black curtains up, but it blocks out every bit of sunlight. There is no sunlight that comes through the windows. It's great, and that's what causes me to sleep until 1 o'clock, even on my days off. Because I wake up and I'm like, oh, it's still dark outside. I'll just go back to bed.
That's what I'd be afraid of. Or having to get up in the middle of the night and you're just like, I'd have to have like little track lights or something, like inside an airplane, just follow the lights.
So the only form of light we have an air filter in our bedroom, and it like projects a screen. It's not even it's not a bright green light. It's like almost I don't even know how you would describe it, but it's kind of like ambient lighting. And it only projects up on the wall like 6 inches. So, but it's enough that you can get around the bedroom without stubbing your toe.
I have the little light that's on my fire department radio charger. It's green when when it's charged, red when it's charging, and that drives me freaking bonkers. Like I could roll over in the middle of the night and see that green light and just be like, son of a bitch, I need a piece of electrical tape and have to go over there and just get rid of.
I have to have it pitch black in the room when I sleep. I can't.
Same.
I'm the same way. I can't do that. Like that light on that air filter doesn't bother me because when I'm laying in bed, my gut sticks up so tall that I don't have to.
You're just like,
yeah.
You can't even see
If I do see it, I inhale a little bit and just raise up my belly. But but I couldn't. Yeah, no. Lauren has to have the TV on to sleep. So like I usually just sit there and watch TV until I hear her start snoring and I shut it off and go to bed.
Yeah, I can't do TV on. I have to have the fan on, but I can't do TV. It's too bright.
I have to.
I have to have a fan.
So Lauren hates the fan, so she bought me a noise machine, and I listen. Well, for a while there, I have a fan now, but I always had to have a fan or air conditioner in my window, and she got me this noise machine, and I used to fall asleep to like thunderstorms, and that would put me right out. But now I have the fan, and it just sits lower, and she doesn't have to feel the cool air coming off of it. But are you guys like Dad? Like, could you just sit down and fall asleep anywhere?
Yes.
Me neither.
No.
I have such a hard time sitting down in the recliner or something and just falling asleep. Like I remember Dad he'd sit down for 5 minutes and the next thing you know he was snoring.
That's why I hate going to the movie theater. They have those the AMCs now, where they have the reclining fucking movie seats, and it's got the seat warmer on it. So you just bump that seat warmer a couple times, and I don't know how many movies I've paid to go see and fell asleep. I spent $40 to go see a Marvel movie in IMAX. Fell asleep during it. Whole 20 minutes in, missed the whole fucking movie. It was 3 hours
terrible.
long. I know.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
$40.
We went and saw a good one yesterday. We went and saw Land of Bad with it's like it takes place in like Philippines, I believe, and it's like kind of a military-esque type movie. Air Force is in there. This dude's it's like Liam Hemsworth. And he takes, he's over there with these, 4 other guys. They look like they're probably civilian contractors, I'm guessing. Because, would you say Delta? Delta. And, but they were, they had him, the Air Force there, because they had for vision, basically, over this thing. It was really good. It's a military movie. You guys would like it.
Russell
It was
Crowe
really
was in
good.
it. Russell Crowe is in it. Russell Crowe.
Yeah, Russell Crowe. He plays the guy flying one of the drones that has the what do they call those airplanes that carry the missiles, but there's no pilot? It's like a
Predators.
UAV.
UAV. Yeah.
Yeah, Predators.
Thank you.
I got a funny story about that when I was in Iraq. My flight chief, we had some flags flown in them for like different people. They just stick them in a forward compartment, fly them. They come back, they give you a certificate. This was flown in a Predator over the skies of Iraq. La, da, da. Anyway, we showed up and to pick him up, and my flight chief asked him, is, they only take off and land there. Everything else is controlled different parts of the world. But anyway, they're walking around in flight suits, and my flight chief goes, why the hell are you wearing flight suits? And the pilot goes, well, that's so people distinguish us as pilots. And he goes, oh, okay, so by that rationale, if I watch a space shuttle launch on TV, does that mean I can wear a fucking spacesuit? And they go, get the hell out. Take your flags and get the hell out. He was so pissed. Oh, you fucking losers. I couldn't pass regular flight school, so they sent me to play a video game.
No, I don't know if I'd say that, but it is more like a simulator, right? It's not really like almost like you are flying a real plane realistically, but it's almost like more like you're sitting in a simulator.
Well, now I think it's enlisted, and they, hired enlisted people to do it because, they're wasting resources having, officers flying these stupid drones.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm sitting in the cockpit of a real NASCAR right now.
Yeah, Kyle's a NASCAR legend, driving a Greg Bowl car.
Yep. There's What else did you want to talk about, Jay?
Oh, I don't remember.
Brunt work boots.
Brunt work boots, not a sponsor yet.
Could be.
I've never heard of them, so let me know. What are these Brunt work boots?
Oh, they're fucking great. I own 2 pair.
Do they come in steel toe or composite toe?
They do.
Both.
So, just for a little plug here, I have
Marin soft toe shoe in brown and black.
They
have triple comfort. They are the best freaking shoes I own. I actually prefer them over all the other shoes that I wear to work, and I stopped wearing everything else. So, shout out Brunt, not a sponsor.
Is it Grunt like G Golf Romeo or B Bravo Romeo?
Brunt, BRUNT.
Okay, I'll have to look it up.
They have
Bravo Romeo uniform November Tango.
Are you allowed to wear composite toes?
Yes, they just have to be. Well, I mean, technically, I still like to wear them, especially if I'm on if I know I'm going to be on the docks a lot. But technically, now that I've moved up a little bit, I don't. I should probably wear them more than I should probably wear them pretty regular. I do wear a lot of boots and stuff like that.
They have one that kind of looks like a hiking boot. It's called the Ring, and it is a composite toe, and it does look comfortable.
They have.
I will have to check them out.
They're the best freaking boots I own. So shout out to them. We've talked about them before, but
I just don't think our audience got how great these boots truly are.
How truly great they are. No, they really are. And you're interested in the Omen ones, which I didn't even see those when I bought them. Which I'll even show them. I don't think they'll mind.
Well, back in the day, I used to. Oh, those are cute. I like those. Back in the day, I used to love the Magnum High Techs, but then they sold. I heard they sold. They just weren't. I know that's the point where they weren't the same, and I just was like very upset and sad.
So these are the ones that I have: the Marin soft toe.
Uh-huh.
and they are great. Like, I'm gonna say easy to break into. Um, I wore them probably. I wore them for like 3 days to work, and by the third day they were broken in.
Yeah. Oh, that's not bad
It,
because I know my Doc Martens, like, they took a while.
I
uh,
love Doc
and
Martin
they're heavy.
boots.
The Doc
Yeah.
Martens are heavy though.
Mine are
Mm-mm.
not.
I don't think so.
I
I
have
don't think
I
so.
think they are.
I have Doc Martin Piers. Uh, if there was ever a glove for your foot that is not a sock, it would be a Doc Martin for me.
I
I love.
disagree. I believe it would be Brunt. I believe it would be Brunt,
but
not a
we
sponsor.
but we have two different foot
Feet.
styles. I have fat
Yeah.
feet, and Doc Martens just hug my foot.
I'm telling you, Brunt will
I'm gonna buy these Omens, and I'll wear them for 6 months, and we'll do a 6 month review.
All right. I'm telling you, you're gonna love them. I got both pair, the soft toe, and they even have high ones if you like the high ones. But the ones that I bought go like right above the ankle, so they're nice.
Yeah, I would like right above the ankle. I would, because I'm a Doc Martin. I'm a '90. I came up when Doc Martens became like were really popular in the the '80s and '90s. So I personally, and they're like right above the ankles. And like my
I have a,
one pair of Doc Martens are a little higher even, but
Do,
they
I have
fit.
a couple.
are
I
your
have a couple pair of like Ariat work shoes,
Mhm.
and these boots are way better than those, and those Ariats are comfortable.
I do not
Oh,
like
I love
Ariats at
those
all.
Ariats I got in Texas. Those loafers. Remember those loafers I got when I came down one time? I wear those things all the time. They are like a glove on my feet too. I love those
Yeah,
things.
those. But these have. Kyle is not a big fan of like the sole on those, but just how they look. But that is so comfortable. I'm sold on. I will buy another pair in whenever these wear out. They're not going to wear out because I'm not going to wear them for anything else other than work.
Yeah.
Yay, office life! Woo!
Ooh. So they're
Not
like
like
business cat. They look good with like business cash. Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
I wear them with khakis and a golf shirt, a polo.
Yeah.
So shout out Brunt. I love them. Not a sponsor.
Yes.
Come on, the grind ball train.
You just say yet. You gotta say yet. You gotta manifest it. We're not a sponsor yet.
No, they are outstanding. I love them. And if they want to send me a free pair of boots, I will take a pair of Omen in size 11D, please. Reach
That's
out. I'll
cute.
give you my
That's cute.
contact information. Yep.
Who
11D.
who wouldn't want to sponsor that face? That's all I gotta say. Mom's favorite.
Yeah. Shit, we had a whole episode on that already.
Yeah.
That was
Hmm.
one of the first ones, I think.
I just
Yeah,
But now
it
it's
was.
now it's even better that it's this video format because we
because
get
now
to
Mom
see each
can
other's
watch and
face,
see
right?
Jay's face every week.
Yeah.
Every week. She's like, oh, look at
Yeah.
my baby.
Yeah, right. She can't even figure out how to work the TV, let alone freaking. I was trying to talk to Dad about searching for shows and stuff on Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
he's like, I found the search thing. How the hell do I type? I'm like, move it around, Dad. You got arrows on there and an enter key, and he's like, I don't know. I said, okay, call Kyle and tell him to come down and show you.
So he was up for he never called. He was up for dinner on 2 weeks ago. We went out to dinner just down the Frogtown, and he goes, he's sitting there watching TV before we left, and he goes, "Hey Kyle, on that Hulu thing on the TV, how do you search for a show? Because he's like, I finished MASH, and it's not on that list no more. And I was like, well, yeah, you finished it, so it's not going to be on your continue to watch list anymore. I said, but so I went on Hulu and I showed him, and he's like, and that's it. That's all I got to do. And I was like, yep. He's like, no shit. Yeah, I'm sure he forgot by the time he got home.
Yeah. Technology's a
No, I can hear. I
motherfucker.
can see his face saying that too. No shit.
No shit. Technology's a motherfucker. Yeah, I
Thank God
try.
I like it.
Technology?
Yeah, I don't want to be one of those. I
So
really don't want to be one of those.
I
I'm sure it'll catch up to us all at some
Yeah,
point. Like
I am
Yeah.
fifty.
something latest and greatest, so it'd be like, what?
I'm 50-50 on technology. There are days that I like. Obviously, it's so great to have eh, the world of information in the palm of your hand. But then there's days I find myself so consumed by it, and I just want to put it down, but I can't
yeah.
because of China.
That's why I was reading tonight because I was doing the same thing. I was like, I'm just so sick of being like attached to that thing. It's like a never-ending cycle of addiction. You know?
Kyle thinks you were sleeping, and the book reading was just
You sounded tired.
an excuse.
No, I was literally sitting there just
And I
reading
said,
away.
I said, she sounds tired because she's reading.
How was what book are you reading?
I was. We went to. Well, we went to a couple of bookstores today, but we went to. There's a used bookstore by the grocery store, and we went there, and I got the 50 Shades of Grey book because I never read them, and I heard they're really good. And I was looking for some smut, so I got them. I got the series.
There's looking for some bean flicking material.
Yeah.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
Jennifer read all of them, I think.
Yeah. Did she like them?
I don't know. I enjoyed it.
I mean, so far so good. Whoa! I lost
fell
my
out.
ear. My yeah. Don't stay in my ear very well ever. And I bought smaller like tips for them, and I feel like they still always pop out. I must
Yeah.
have like really tiny
I do too.
eardrums.
I had to buy the ones that actually wrap around my ear, just so
Yeah.
that they stay in while I'm on the Peloton.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking because I love my Beats, my big Beats, and I was like, maybe I should get a pair of like the Beats ones. I wonder if they would fit in there because they have ones that kind of hook around and slide into, sort of. So, because I like the noise canceling feature, especially when you fly and things like that. It's nice to have like that little bit of noise cancellation and stuff like that. So, I don't know.
I have a pair of Bose Quiet Comfort. They're also noise canceling, but I have a really big pair of Sonys, but I was getting really bad sunburn on my neck every single time I would mow my grass. And with having to wear a collared shirt and my vest at work, like after I would mow my grass, my vest would just cut right into my neck and it would bug me. So we were at Target one night and I asked Lauren or I told Lauren, I said, I'm buying these. And she goes, oh, I'll buy them for you. And I was like, all right. I was just going to buy a cheap pair of like, what were they called?
Skull candy.
Yeah, skull candies. Yeah. I was going to buy a cheap pair of those. I was like, well, since you're buying, I'll buy these $350 pair of freaking earbuds.
Yeah, the problem is like with these, it's not so bad recording. But like if I'm trying to work out or whatever, I cannot stand like a full on like beats or whatever. It just
telling you,
pisses me off.
The Bose Quiet Comfort, they're friggin' amazing. They have things that you put in, and you put them in like a little cockeyed forward. And when you put them in, you slide them back, and they fit right into the molding of your ear. They're
I'll
great.
have to look those up. Yeah.
They're great.
Speaking of sunburns though, I do want to say like if you ever get sunburn like that again, I'm gonna plug a company. Johnson and Johnson's baby oil. Like I like the gel form with aloe. And you know me, I'm pasty, so I get burnt. if I put that stuff on every day when I get a shower, I don't peel and I don't get that itchy feeling. Like, I would highly recommend it. It's like better than like the only other better thing would probably be like pure aloe, but there's something with the baby oil and the aloe mixed together that just takes away
So
that burn, and it like it's like doesn't itch and stuff, and I don't
So-
peel.
And what was that
So-
company again, Tara?
Johnson's and Johnson's,
Wow.
or is
I will-
it Johnson and Johnson?
I will have to
I
look
think
not
it's
into
Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson.
that. I'll have to look into
Yeah.
that.
Kyle's
It's
more
a
into
bit
Jergens.
really.
Jergens. No, so remember, I'm pretty sure it was you, Jay. Years ago, you got really sunburnt while you were home,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you bought this big thing. I'm telling you, it had to be like a half gallon of green aloe stuff.
Yep.
I still have it. Still use it. It's still not. It's
Yep.
still not gone because the only time I use it is when I get real sunburnt. But
Well, next year, summer 2025, we should all do a cruise. We've already been talking about it and doing it out of Galveston. Or we could even come to Norfolk and take
Yeah,
one out of
let's
Norfolk.
do that. Let's come to Norfolk. Yeah, they have a lot of them out of here.
what's the days like out of Norfolk?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
Because my
Yeah, I don't know either.
I have 4 monitors here. Let me look. We could just plan this all right in front of our. If any of our listeners
Live
want to join
stream.
us,
I don't know.
Well, obviously the best time for Jennifer is anytime like June, July. But
Speaking of Jennifer,
Or-
did you see that text message I sent you with her doppelganger?
I don't see it.
You don't? Tara, I'm gonna send you a picture. It is her smile. It is the twin. The twin of.
Well, I can't pull it up on my phone unless you send it to my work
pull it
phone.
up. No, I'll pull it up right here. I'll show you. To me, it's what show was that from anyway?
FBI.
Yeah.
That's Lauren's
So this
favorite.
is. Hold on.
It's a little.
It'll
It's
get
not.
there. Hold on.
It's not showing her complexion. That's worse.
Yeah.
I mean,
Even
I
worse.
feel like I sent you a picture of somebody that looked like Jennifer a long time ago, and I feel like that person looked more like Jennifer than what I see in that picture.
There was and I said this before, and I told you there used to be a girl in the Air Force Base. She was a tech sergeant. It gave me the creeps how much she looked like Tara. I was like,
Really?
yeah.
I mean, I feel bad for her. JK.
No. I told her all the time she come in. I'm like, holy crap, you look so much like my sister. It's like eerie.
That's crazy.
I had
Tara's in there.
I had jury duty this week, and it ended up
Yeah.
getting canceled. I really can't serve on juries anyway.
I was just gonna ask that. I was like, how is that
But-
possible?
Like it's still mandated in PA that I fill out the questionnaire and stuff. But they
Mhm.
don't tell you that you're jury duty, that you're not eligible for jury duty until the week before the trial. Well, it was this week. I personally at work had a jury trial coming up, and I also had jury duty coming up for this week. How crazy would it have been if I had to sit on the jury for my own jury trial?
Yeah, obviously that wouldn't work because when they
conflict
tried
of
to pick you,
interest.
you'd have to say, I have a
Nah,
conflict.
I'd be like guilty, fucking guilty.
I
That
keep
is-
every time I get on, I keep or every time I get it, I try and get on a jury just to go through the entire process to see how it is. I usually get excluded like right away. Like they're like, nope, juror number 17, you're dismissed. Fuck. Come on.
I got picked when I went. I only ever had to serve at one time, and I got picked right away, and I knew I was going to get picked because I was one of the only people that was even appropriately dressed for court. Everybody else was in like jeans and t-shirts and sweatpants
Which
and flip
blows my
flops.
mind. It says right on the thing, "Do not dress in this." And it's
Yeah,
like people show up here like, really? That's how you want to
yeah.
come to court? You
So like
fucking idiot.
realistically, like you show so like in PA, and I won't speak for your guys' states, but like jury selection is a week before the trial even starts. So like
No, it's the same fucking day. Or
No,
yeah,
it's pretty. Yeah, it's the same.
it's
It's
the same
it
week.
happens. Yeah, it happens. You get picked, and then you get told what time to show up the next day for the trial.
Yeah, and
That's
if you
how it
don't get
happened
picked,
when I was here.
or like if you don't get selected for like a or interviewed and they have you come back, or if you go through the process, they have like traffic court fucking juries that you could sit on, and you have to call in every day. They just give you a number to call in, and they're like, "No, you don't have to come in today." But Jennifer got tagged for federal jury duty
Mm,
for the federal courthouse. She had to call in every day for 3 months.
wow,
I'm like, damn, I don't
that's
want that.
commitment.
I
Yeah.
know.
Well,
oh
and
so
for your listeners, the state I am in is the state of the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Virginia.
Virginia. They might have picked that up when we were talking about Norfolk, but
Sweet
maybe not.
Virginia.
that's what I was doing. I have such terrible ADHD. It's not even funny. I was sitting there
I do too.
doing that.
Ever since Donovan, man, my brain just
Shout
does
out
not
D
function
Man.
the same. Shout out to D-Man, who is
Shout out
officially
D Man.
taller than me now, people. Taller than
I
me.
know. I saw that on the thing the other day. Marco
Yeah.
Polo.
So
And I also wanted to give him a shout out. He for his school for wrestling this year, he got the sportsmanship award for wrestling a child with at another school they had a disabilities child. And in wrestling, it's not one of those easy things you can pull off. Like you really have to wrestle him. And I should send you guys the video on the offside because he did great.
He
He did
body
really
slammed
great.
it, didn't he? He's just like, this is my man. Bam.
No, Donovan. He's a good kid.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
no.
got a kind heart.
so the
You
only
wait till you see
He's a good.
Jace this summer. You're gonna shit your pants. You're gonna be like,
I know.
holy shit.
I'm sure
He's
he's
6'5".
calls his brother now. Yeah,
Yeah, he's 6'5". He is a
yeah.
freaking giant.
That's what's gonna happen to Donovan next year, I believe. He's
And
gonna.
he says that shit to me all the time. He's like, I'm taller than you'll ever be. I'm like, you don't have my DNA.
so the only cruise ship that leaves from Norfolk is Carnival Cruises.
Yeah. I'm good with Carnival.
I only ever just did this last one, Royal Caribbean. That was pretty cool. They have a casino on the ship. That was
So it's Carnival.
I'm game. I have a
Yeah.
terrible.
The Carnival
Hey,
is
if that's all it takes, they put a casino in down here in Portsmouth now. If you guys ever want to come visit, there's a casino now, and they have tables. They got all the tables.
During Thanksgiving, we went to see a Bears hockey game. And then after the hockey game, we went to the casino. And I don't think I saw Kyle until he was like, "Come on, money, I'm ready to leave."
I have a terrible gambling problem. So they have a 6-night Bahama cruise, a 6-night Bahama cruise, and a 6-night Bahama cruise that leaves from Norfolk, and then they also have a 8-night Caribbean cruise.
Yes, that's the one I want to do.
The 8-night Caribbean.
8-night. Fuck yes. The drink package. You get 15 drinks a day. Turning one of those woohoo people.
So that was the best part about Royal Caribbean. There was no limit on the drinks. There was no Royal Caribbean. It's just you drink as much as you want.
Yeah, well, the Carnival limits it to 15. Dude, I have a hard time hitting 15 drinks.
I don't. I drink pina coladas.
They
go down like butter.
I drink gin and pineapple juice.
I mean, if you start early, that's
I
lot,
started
realistically.
drinking. The earliest I started drinking on a cruise ship was 9 a.m. and I only reached 12.
Well, if you're drinking juicy drinks too, those are heavy, so they sit in there a little longer.
Well,
You have to drink things with
also
like soda or
when you
tonic or club soda.
when you do the excursions, many of those excursions give you drinks that don't count toward your package.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were cooking, I might have partaken in at least 10 rum punches. And trying to get back on the boat was like, oh, are
So
we there yet?
for a balcony spa stateroom, it's $12.19 a person through Expedia.
It's better to book through Carnival because they throw in special perks too, and you can pay
Look
them
at him
over
go.
time.
He's just the Google master right now,
I
right?
know he's the technology person. He's the reason this podcast is here right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I'm just saying we were doing it. I mean, the first couple of times we did it, it was over freaking FaceTime, you know. So, but the whole Discord and doing it on this, it's all Kyle's brainchild.
Yeah. Nice.
I got to give him credit where credit's due.
Yeah, I guess you gotta.
I gotta.
So the only dates that are available for 2025 in June are June 14th to June 22nd, and for a balcony, it's $14.89. So that is more expensive than
Yeah, it is.
Expedia. So you don't know anything.
No, I'm not saying they have like Carnival travel agents. You book it through them. It can get like, especially if you're a first time Carnival cruiser, you get special rates.
Mm.
First time cruiser. I've been on a cruise
Cruiser,
before. Just
first time cruiser,
not-
long time boozer.
I've been on a cruise before, just not the pleasurable kind.
Yeah. At 14th.
There was no drinking unless you were drinking out of your camelback.
The, the suite is $19.89. A suite would be great. Is it worth $500 extra to have
Fuck yes.
that much? So
See, I've heard a lot of people say it's not because you're never in your room, but I think I'd be.
That's not true.
I get people phobic, so I feel like I need a space away. Like,
I am the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I get tired of people and I want to just go chill out in the room and just. We did that several times during the last cruise that we took. I had a good time. And when I want to go eat something, hey, let's go do this. Or if I want to go see a show or I need another beer, let's go. It doesn't bother me that if I go on a cruise, I sit in my room. Hey, I'm kind of sunblasted today. Let me go take a nap.
When we go on vacation, I love nothing more than coming back from the beach and I'll sit in the room for 3-4 hours and just turn the TV on and take a little nap. And I like that's the whole point of vacation is for some R&R time, and it doesn't matter like how you relax or how I relax. If you want to go to your room and I want to go to the beach or whatever the case may be. But there was our last day on the cruise ship, we had to go into the Bahamas and I was dreading it and I was like, I kind of just want to sit on the boat and do nothing. But we went into the island and I had a good time. But 8 days might be pushing it for Lauren as far as vacation, and
we could do a shorter one.
And 8 days might be pushing it for Lauren as far as Embers is concerned. I don't know if she could leave Embers for 8 days.
I can totally relate to that.
Yeah, we can do a shorter one. I don't care.
What you drinking, Tara?
A Diet Coke from the Wawas.
Supposedly we're getting a Wawa here in Hazleton. Well, not Hazleton.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're moving up.
We don't have
you know
Wawas.
what? Can I put a plug out on here? Sheets.
Okay.
Why can't we come to Virginia Beach? There's Sheets in Richmond. Why can't we get them in Virginia Beach?
Why do you want
Let's make
Sheetz? I
that
feel like
happen.
Wawa's better. Wawa's
They're both equal. They have different things. They're different. Like
I'm
I
gonna
just
say
feel like
this: we have DKs. We don't have freaking Sheets or Wawas. So I'm jealous.
I love Wawa.
We do have
They
Bucky's
put
though,
a
so
Wawa by work. I know. See, they're putting a Bucky's in near here, and it's all the rave. You know, it's like near Richmond. They're putting one in on off 64 somewhere, and it's a lot of people are very excited about it. So
yep.
I will be
Go
visiting.
Bucky's.
I will be visiting Richmond within the next few years, I'd imagine. Me and
yeah.
my buddy Ackerman made it we're gonna hit a new NASCAR track every year,
Mm.
and this year we are going to Dover because we were trying to go to Martinsville, Virginia, but they sold out of campgrounds within 2 hours. They sold out of campgrounds, so we
Well,
were
you should let me know when you go there because it's only like 3 hours.
yeah.
Like three and a half maybe. Because you got to be careful driving through Virginia. I don't want the
Yeah,
cops pulling you over.
I agree.
So.
When I did drive, we went to Bristol last year, and while we were in Virginia, I had the camper on the back of my truck, and we were doing like 75 the whole way down, and we passed one state trooper in Virginia, and that was it. And that my butthole puckered because I was doing 75 when I passed them. And I was like, because they don't mess around in Virginia; they take you to jail for that shit.
Yeah. They don't. I don't think that. What was the speed limit where you were? Was it 55 or
50,
65?
55.
Yeah, it'd just be reckless driving. It's not jail, but it's anything 15 or over is reckless.
That's crazy. I don't even pull out after people until they're doing 20 over.
I
Yeah.
don't pull out at
Yeah.
all.
Hour and 6.
How long? All right, yeah, we need to wrap it up because we're way over.
It's
We're
always a
trying to keep
pleasure
it
though
under.
seeing you guys.
We're trying to keep it around 40 minutes because that's the meat for everybody's. Like our most watched episodes are about 40 minutes. So
We haven't done
yeah,
one single episode since we made that rule 40 minutes long.
it's close enough.
No, it's because
Like 40.
Nick can't shut up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I never let him speak either. And that's what I was gonna do this week too. If Nick was here, I was just gonna get on there and just start fucking him up. Like he'll start talking and just start talking over him again. That's gonna be the thing from now on. All right. Anyway, we'll wrap it up. But you can stay on afterwards. We can still chat for a little bit. But
Okay.
we'll just end the episode. So, all right, for the Grog Bowl, I'm Jason.
I'm Tara.
I'm Kyle.
Grog out.